Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Z Phoenix N, and I have some Crysis 2 here for you. I rented this game yesterday, and yeah, just gave it a try. I really like it. It's a really fun game. Um, I think the most exciting thing about the game is just that it's something different. It's something new for as far as first-person shooters. Um, you haven't really had a game that really kind of branches out and does something different in a little while. Um, you know, there's been one more in a series, and then one more in a series. Call of Duty Black Ops, or Halo style, or it's just kind of another in a series. But this kind of, I think, really took some chances and did some things different, and I think they succeeded in a lot of ways. I think this is probably the best looking game, just in general, out of any console right now. The only one that I have played that I think could compete with it as far as just overall graphic uh, impressiveness, for lack of a better word, is Uncharted 2. And I'm assuming probably Uncharted 3, once it comes out, will probably be as good as this, if not better. I mean, Uncharted, I think, is going to be amazing when it comes out. But as far as this game, I think that's awesome. I think the only downgrade to this game, as far as like how it does for like sales and how long the game lasts, as far as, I'm trying to think of a good way to say it, just as long as people are going to buy it, like if people are going to continue playing it for a long period, not like that. I think the only thing working against it is a game that's rather difficult to well, it's rather difficult to not progress in. It's rather difficult to learn. There's a heavy learning curve, I guess, is the best way to put it. Well, I couldn't aim at all to kill that guy. I was having real difficulties there. And it's just a difficult learning curve, and especially once you get out of the new recruit ranks, like once you get past, or once you get to level 10 or above, you're gonna start finding better players, and it's gonna get a little more difficult. But at least for the beginning, I like the fact that they have a new recruit stage where you only play people that aren't as good. They haven't put a lot of hours into the game, so I think that's good. One of the things I actually do like about having a difficult learning curve, and this is just me personally, I like the fact that I have to kind of figure out what is a good strategy. I have to figure out what I need to do to improve, which I find it fun. It's kind of exhilarating that I need to, figure something out. Black Ops, it wasn't much of a transition, obviously, from Modern Warfare 2, because it was basically like new maps and, a lot of patches. And the same thing with Halo Reach and Halo 3, although I was never good at the Halo series, just in general. But I guess that's my point. It's kind of exciting. It's a little bit exhilarating to have to learn something new, to have to figure out what's the best strategy, what's the best gun, what's the best this and that to use. So I find that really exciting. Another thing, I think that, at least for me, helped me out quite a bit. Once I got the ACOG scope for the SCAR, I started playing infinitely better. There was a lot of games where I went like 4 and 13, and like I just couldn't for the life of me seem to really like do well at the game, consistent at the game. And it wasn't until I got the ACOG scope that I started doing a lot better, just because I could start hitting guys that were a little farther away than close range combat, just because the iron sights are really kind of difficult for me to use for some reason in this game, at least for the SCAR anyway. I think, like I said, I haven't really progressed all that far because I'm still playing. I'm still like level 9 or something, but I don't know. I find it's pretty exciting, pretty fun to kind of just to see what works, what doesn't work. This ACOG scope I really like because it allows you to take out snipers and things like that from a distance that are a lot more difficult to actually kill. Another thing I found out that strafing really works in this game, which I suck at strafing. One of the reasons I'm probably not that greatest at Halo, but it really helps you out the strafing, because you don't have that quick kill that you have with Call of Duty, where you're pretty much dead in the first quarter of a second with it, especially if they have armor on and things like that. Where strafing can really be used to good effect in this game, much like it is in Halo. So that's a good thing. I haven't gotten too far to make a lot of claims about like giving good strategy or anything like that. I just haven't really played it enough to legit be able to say like, oh, this is what you need to do or this is what you shouldn't do. Um, I would say probably one of the better things to do until for the early levels. As soon as you can get the scar, getting the ACOG scope or at least the holographic scope isn't too bad, and kind of try to play it a little conservatively. You know, don't rush out too much, don't run around too much. By no means do I think you should be sitting cloaked in a corner. That's my only issue with the cloak in this game is it kind of provides a little bit campiness that can happen. It does happen, especially with snipers, because they just cloak, you know, and then as soon as they lose cloak, they wait and then recloak and things like that. And so it can be a little obnoxious, for lack of a better words. But at the same time, the way it does the kill streak system, I think it really helps in eliminating some of the campiness because, you know, you sitting in one spot, you know, say if you get 7 kills in a row, you know, that's great, but you're not going to actually get a kill streak because, unless you kill the guys right in front of you. So, I mean, it just, especially with sniping, I think it just allows for, it allows for more exciting gameplay in that sense. But, so yeah. I would say, like, if you guys are thinking buying, like, whether you want to buy this or Homefront, I would probably buy this just for the reasons I stated. That I think it's kind of exciting because it's something new, and also I like the idea that it does have a more steep learning curve. But lastly, I would say I think Homefront is just more of the same, and I don't mean to be harsh on Homefront. I think it's a good game, but I think it's a little bit. You're gonna get tired with that easier than you're gonna get tired with Crysis because Crysis is something new. I think with Homefront, it's going to end up feeling a lot too much like you know, a mix of Battlefield Bad Company 2 and, you know, Black Ops, and so I think you're going to get it's going to get old faster. The community is going to get a little more tired on it quicker. So that being said, if you only had to get one game, you're going to buy one game, which might be where I'm sitting at right now. I'm not sure. Depends how, you know, the paychecks come in. But, I don't know. I kind of, before I bought this, I'll probably rent it a couple times. But, yeah, before I buy it, I'm probably going to end up waiting to see Brink and see what Brink does. Because I think Brink is going to be as exciting. Ooh, man, I got worked there. I think Brink can be as exciting or more exciting than this game, and I think it's going to be a game that's could possibly hold my attention a little longer than Crysis 2 could. So if I was you guys, I would probably rent the game, as I would, like I said, probably rent Homefront, and just wait until Brink comes out and see it. A lot of people are not really talking about Brink enough. Brink, I think, could be a very, very good game. I think it could flop too. It's the type of game where it has that kind of style that I've seen before with first-person shooters, where it can be amazing or it could be horrible, which is kind of what Crysis was. Crysis 2 just built off Crysis 1. Since Crysis 1 was a success, you'd assume the other one was. But yeah, if I had to guess, guys, I'd probably hold off, wait just a little bit, and check it out, and then buy the one you probably thinks gets the best reviews. Anyway, guys, I did okay. I went like 14-9, which isn't amazing, but considering how hard this game can be, that's not too bad. Anyway, peace, guys. See you later.